Hey guys, it's Kim George here with YourChicGeek.com and doing a quick video tutorial to show you guys how to create an ebook cover. And I hope that this video does help anyone else that is interested in learning how to design ebook covers with Canva. So Canva Pro is the tool that we're going to be using. So let's get started. So first things first though is I'm in the back end of my Canva dashboard. So what I'm going to do here guys is I'm going to go ahead and do create a design. And then I'm going to do a search for Kindle ebook. Let's just do book and see what comes up. Okay, yeah. So this is what I wanted. I wanted to do book cover because this is the larger size. So I'm going to go ahead and do book cover. Okay, we're going to click on that. And I always like to give a title to my books. And so I'm just going to go here and just do how to create an ebook cover that sells with Canva. All right, so one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over into Canva and start looking around at some of the templates that they have available in here. I am a template girl. The one thing that I will say is that, you know, whenever you're using templates or looking for things in Canva, is that you do have to be careful. You cannot just use a template as is as your book cover, okay? You have to change pretty much almost everything, especially if you're going to be selling this book for profit. Okay, so it looks like I have found something over in this section, which I like this one, but I don't know. I'm over in the creative book section. I actually like this one. So I'm going to use this cover as kind of my muse for the cover that I want to design, okay? And now I'm going to go back over into Canva to start taking some of these different elements away from this cover because, again, I can't really use any of these. Now, I can probably use this font, and so I'm going to move this over into the middle, and then I'm going to center this, and you can tell this in the middle because Canva is going to show you that line, so it's going to tell you when something is centered. So I'll bring this over, okay, and then I will do this. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, and then I'm going to remove this background, and I'll let this stay as is. Okay, what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to go ahead and do a search over in the Elements section under Canva and just see if I can find something else like a watercolor or something like that that I can use for the cover instead of a book. So I'm going to do watercolor book. Okay, this is perfect. So I'm gonna just use this. I think this is a really cute design here. I think this is perfect actually. So I'm gonna just save some time here and I'm gonna go ahead and use this element for my book covers design. Now, the good thing about Canva Pro is because I do have Canva Pro, I get access to this these graphics. So you can see here it has the Pro sticker by it, and all of these do. And that is that's the benefit of using Canva Pro, because you do get access to some of the other features and some of the other designs and things that you probably wouldn't normally get access to. So anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and use this as my book cover graphic, which I think that's really cute. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put a title here. So we're gonna do how to create an ebook cover that sells. Okay, so we can see that this title is a little big, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decrease the size of this font. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the author name down here. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the color of this font because I want to do something that kind of brings out some of the really pretty blues in this graphic. So I'm going to go here to this color tab, and then I'm going to go down here because usually what Canva will do is they have a section that I've noticed in Canva. I'm not sure if this is in Canva, both the free or the paid version, but as you can see here, they actually have added a section where they incorporate or they draw colors from your actual photo, and I think that's brilliant. So what I can do here is I'm going to select this color and see how that looks, and that actually looks really pretty, so I like that. Or if I wanted to, I could make this a little darker, but I think I'm gonna stick to that color. Let's see what we have. Let's see here. Okay, so I like this. I really like this. I think this is really pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my name here as the author name, and then I'm gonna center this. Now, this is the beauty of using Canva, guys, is that with Canva, you can come here, and if I wanted to, I could change this font from this just the font that we have right now, which is the Fredoka one, and I can use any kind of fonts that I want to use. I mean, if I wanted to do a script font, I can just type in script, and this is going to show me all of the script fonts. So this is what that would look like. That actually looks cute. And then if I wanted to do something like this, that looks okay, but that actually looks pretty cute like this. Okay, so that is that. Now, another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add my website at the bottom. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to put this, and then I'm going to do yourchicgeek.com so people will know this is the site, this is my website, so they can go there if they wanted to find out more about me, and so on and so forth. Now, we can also go in and incorporate some other things into this design. I think it looks fine as is, but sometimes I like to go in and I like to, for example, go to lines and shapes, and maybe we can try adding a circle to the background. Let's see, I don't know if this is gonna look good, but let's see what we have here. So we'll do backwards, and then maybe what we can do is we can go over here and we can go down, and I can pull one of the colors from the graphic. So look how cute that looks. So that looks really cute. Something else that you can do, and something that I like to do, is sometimes I like to go in and add little backgrounds, you know, minimal background and subtle background things into the background of my covers, just to kind of differentiate them and make them, just beef them up just a little bit from the design. So maybe I can do dots background. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I'd like to do here. So I'm going to take this as a dot background, and I'm going to put this here, and then I'm going to change the color of the dots. Okay, and so I'm going to drag this across the book cover. Right, and I'm just going off the cuff here, going off the cuff. And then I'm going to make this a little bit bigger all the way down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to position, and I'm going to send this all the way to the back of all of the text and everything on the page. And then I like to play around with the opacity. So I will go and do this. So you see what I'm doing? So you can actually see the dots. It's really faint, but I like to do that. I think that's just one of my little design things that I like to do whenever I'm designing ebook covers and things like that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can take this off, and then maybe what you can do is you can add a square here. So there's so many different things that you can do. So I'm going to just reduce this. I'm going to bring this up. Okay, I'll bring that up a little bit more, and then I'll bring this up, bring this around, and then I can bring this on down. And then that adds a cute little element to the book. I think that's cute. So again, there's a lot of different things that you can do. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go through all of the different scenarios, but this is an example of something that you could possibly do with your cover. Okay, so the last thing that I like to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a new page, and I do like to add something really cute as far as the back of the book cover goes. So this is the front cover and this is the back. You know, there's a couple of things that you can do. I think the easiest thing that you can do is add a cute little quote with a shape on the back of your book, just to kind of make it a little more fancy and to kind of dress it up a little bit more. So what I'm going to do here is I'll probably add, let's just go to watercolor flower. It's watercolor flower. Okay, and then what I would probably do, in keeping in theme with the watercolor design, is you can just add something like this. This is kind of big, so I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, and I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to make sure this is centered. I know it's centered because I see the line. And then we could basically go to text, and I'm going to add a little subheading here of text. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to add a quote. Okay, now one of the places that I like to come to find different quotes that I can use for my books and things like that is none other than Pinterest. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look for cute quotes about reading or books, something like that. Okay, so Pinterest is a gold mine for finding different quotes and things like that that you can use in your books. The one thing that I would say is that whenever you find a quote and you're not sure where it's from, and you want to make sure that it's not something that that you'll get a copyright strike for or get in trouble for using, what I like to do is I'll find the quote. So it says sometimes you just need to lay on the couch and read for a couple of years. I don't think that that's something that someone would have trademarked, but I like to go to the USPTO site, and I actually like to do a USPTO trademark search. Okay, I like to do trademark searches. I just like to keep myself safe, and I don't want any problems. And so what I'll do is come to where it says search trademark database, and I'm going to click here, and then I'll do a basic trademark search, and then I will search for this. Sometimes you just need to lay on the couch and read a couple of years. I know this seems like a lot, but this is just something I like to do. There's nothing there. So what I will do then is I will go back into Canva and I will add that here. Sometimes you just need to lay on the couch and read for a couple of hours. Okay, now I know this is too small, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this into about a 28 for the font size. Excuse me, guys. Okay, and then I'm gonna make this a little bit cuter because it's looking a little to me. So I'm going to increase the size just a bit more, and then I'm going to find a cute little script font. So we'll use the script font that we used on the cover for this. Okay, and then I'm going to resize this because this is really small, and I don't like that script font because it's difficult to read. So I'm going to use one of my favorite fonts, and this font is free in Canva, and it's called Brittany. So I'm going to use this. I like this. I think this looks really fancy. Okay, so I'm going to use this font, and then I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of this font to something a little bit darker, and I love that. So let's zoom out a little bit and see what that looks like. Okay, and then what I'll do is I will go here, and then I'll put unknown here, because you want to put the source of the quote if you are quoting something that somebody else has used. So I'll do unknown. Okay, now I think this looks really, really pretty. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is once I'm finished with my design and I like what I've done, I like what I've completed, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to download, and I'm just gonna download this as a PDF standard. Now, if you want to do something that's more of a high quality print, you can definitely do that as well. I will go ahead and download this as a PDF print file, and then let's see what it looks like for the cover and the back cover. Okay, so this is what the cover looks like. I'm gonna minimize this just so I can zoom out. Oops, let's bring it in. But this is what the cover looks like. It's nothing fancy, it's just clean, it's cute, and this is an example of an ebook cover that you can definitely create in Canva in a matter of minutes. Now, if if for example you wanted to create a different kind of cover, you can do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another page. Okay, and then I will just come back over into Elements, or Templates rather, and then what you can do is go through Canva and you can find a different type of template that you can use to create a cover with. So this one is really cute. This is super creative, and so from here you would do the same thing. You can just kind of start removing some of the graphics, removing some of the items here. Okay, and then maybe you want to keep just this part. This is really nothing. You can identify anything with this. So maybe, for example, you wanted to create a baby book. Okay, so what you can do is, again, I'm going to come over into Canva. I'm going to go to Elements, and then I'm going to do let's see, watercolor baby. Let's see if I can find something with that. Oh my gosh, look how cute this is. So I'm going to look through the watercolor baby elements and see what we can use. And look how beautiful that is. So you see, there's something that you can use for your book cover, or you can use this cute little giraffe, which I really like this. Okay, or you can use let's see here, this cute teddy bear. Okay, so, and if you didn't want any watercolor, you can just do baby. Okay, so we'll do a search for baby. And then what I like to do is come over to graphics, okay? And then this is where you can come in and look at some of the other graphics that they have for babies. But since I used watercolor on the previous design, I honestly would stick to a watercolor design, and I would use this little guy here. He looks really cute. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but this looks really, really cute, okay? And so what you can do is you can come here over to Elements, and then you can go to text, and then I would add some text here. So this is maybe the little book of baby quotes or something like that. And so what I can do is I could come back here and I could go up and I could change this. Actually, I did like this font. So this is called Molly. And so what I would do, of course, is I'm going to increase this size. So we'll increase this to about an 80. And let's see here, the little book of baby quotes. It's another example. Totally going off the cuff. I'm going to take some of this space out. Okay. And then I'm going to change the color of this from this orangey looking color to maybe this off, what is this, a black color? Or I probably would do brown for this. Let's see what brown looks like. Let's try this. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. And something else that you can do is you could actually, let's see, I'm gonna remove this and I'm gonna show you something else that I probably would do for this cover, since it's for babies, is I'm going to add this here with paste, and what I would do is I would come here and maybe curve the text. Okay, so you see that? It's a little book of baby quotes, and then I can make this a little smaller. Okay, so again, I'm going off the cuff, but this is just something I would probably do, and I think that's cute. And if not, you can go and take that effect off. Okay, and then what else could we do here? We can make him or make her a little bit bigger. And then I would probably go over and maybe I would add some other elements to this to kind of dress this up. So let's see what else we can find. Okay, so what I'm going to do to add another quick element to the video is I'm just going to go over and I typed in watercolor balloons, because whenever I'm designing something, I like to keep in theme with the type of element that I'm using to design. So I would probably do these cute little pink balloons, and then I could, let's see if I can make it seem like she's holding the balloons. Let's see here. I probably could. Let's see how I can do this. If I can do this. Let's see. Okay, let's position backward. Okay, cool. That looks kind of cute. I like that. I like that. I like it. Okay, so it looks as if she's kind of she has these balloons behind her, and then what I can do is I can do by Kim George. Okay, and then I would change the color here, okay, of this. And then what else could we add here? So what else is, let's see, watercolor baby. Let's see what else we can add as an element to kind of just wake it up a little bit, even though I think it's cute. So maybe we can add this little block here. That's a boy, but no, I wouldn't. So I wouldn't add that. So maybe I could do the little carriage here. So this is a cute little carriage. We can probably put that back there. And what else could we add? And I think that's about it. I don't want to overdo this. But do you see what I'm, guys, what I'm kind of doing here? I'm just playing around with different little elements to kind of wake up the covers and things like that. And so for this, you would just do the same thing as I did with the back cover from the previous example. You can just click to add a new page. And so I would just click here to add a new page and bring this up. And then from here is where basically you can go through and just create a cute little back cover for the book. So maybe you can just add this little girl here. Okay, this is for a baby girl, and then you can just add a cute little quote underneath, and so on and so forth. And so, but guys, this pretty much, wraps up my examples on how to go through and create, different ebook covers for books. Again, like I said, I would definitely, if you're not, good with designing things from scratch, I would encourage you to use some of the templates over in Canva, but you definitely have to make sure that you're making your templates as different as possible. You cannot just take something and just slap it on something and call it your own. You have to make it as different as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video tutorial. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what other kind of tutorials and things you guys want to see that would help you. Thanks so much for watching. Cheers and take care, guys. Bye.